Hey, Smooth Science friends, it's Smooth Science Girl. And I wanted to show you, I've been wanting to do this for a little while. So I was digging in my garden and I found this. And not only did I find one of these, I found a couple of these. Now, unfortunately, I don't think it's wiggling anymore. It was wiggling. Come on now, is it going to wiggle? Nope, it's not going to wiggle. So a lot of times what you'll do is you'll get it. And so what this is, so I always thought this would be considered, to me, this was considered a cocoon, but this is actually considered a chrysalis. So I was always under the assumption that a chrysalis is what butterflies make, and a cocoon is what moths make. And then I was thinking that maybe this has something to do with June bugs. Did you ever get a June bug that landed on you? Like sitting out at the campfire? This is not real fun to get landing on you. But you know what? June bugs don't bite or anything. They just seem really scary when you're in a campfire and one flies into your hair. But not a big deal. But June bugs don't come from these. And so what I got to looking at is like June bugs have that white grub larvae, and I'll share with you some pictures on that. And not this. So this is something else. And so I had another one, and look, isn't this cool? So this is what it is. It's a moth. And in this case, this moth is coming out of this chrysalis. Look at that. And so look at, can you see the proboscis on the front? Okay, like a tongue, and you can see the antenna, and it's got its two legs. So I believe when I looked this up, because this is very common, in fact, in the last, I don't know, couple weeks that I've been working in my garden, I've probably found one every time I've been working in my garden. So what I believe this is a dart moth or a cutworm moth. And that doesn't sound very good, does it? Well, the cutworm, when it's in the larva stage, okay, as a worm, can actually do some pretty good damage to like your crops and stuff. So in this stage of the moth itself, the moth will then go lay eggs. The eggs then hatch into the worms, and then the worm eventually goes in and makes the chrysalis. One of the biggest problems I always had, of course, with the Very Hungry Caterpillar book is that it was a beautiful butterfly and it said it made a cocoon. I think there are some different butterflies that make cocoons, but I was always thinking chrysalis. Well, this chrysalis actually is down in the ground. So this moth would have to get out of the chrysalis and climb its way through the soil to actually make it to the surface, which is actually pretty cool. So I'm going to give you some more information about this, friends. But you know what? The rule is here, stay curious, friends. You just never know. It doesn't matter how old you are. You can always learn something new. Okay? See you later, friends.